So hello and welcome to another Raggy's Beer Review. So today we're going over to Derbyshire, to one of the newest breweries in the UK. You know, you hear so much about breweries struggling, but here we have a brewery that seems to be doing really well for himself. Obviously part-time, still working like most breweries do. So he did actually send me the label, and I opened the label up, put said label in the hallway, and somehow the label vanished. So this is called I'm Not Shouting, and I need to take a screenshot of that bad boy. I'll do it that way around then, so at least I can put it on the review. So yeah, oh, it's done it now. I mean, phone's playing up. There we go. So it says brewed and packaged in Derbyshire, hops fast, hops fade, drink fast, and here we go. Perfect for those rare occasions you don't fancy a big, loud and shouty IPA. With a light, crisp, subtle body, subtle tropical fruit, citrus and pine flavours and aromas, moderate bitterness and a sessionable ABV. I'm not shouting. And yeah, so let's dive in. I've had a long night and I can't go into too much detail, but I've had to go somewhere tonight and take and prove who I am. What's that about? Can't go into any more details. It's personal, private matter, family matter, but it's not the police. It's like, I've been here. All you need to do is go into my workplace, look at my passport details. You know, it's one government department to another government department. Anyway, always good. So, I don't know if this is going to go hazy further down, because it's been sat on the shelf. So, at the moment, it's a lovely crystal clear, straw to gold colour pour, with one, you know, with a little bit of a white head on it. So cheers, Mark, Mr. Dungeon Brewing. If you see him around, or his beers around, you know, give him a decent review on Untapped if you use such a program. Hoppy, tropical nose on this. Smells lovely. Done a couple of collaborations with Crouch Brew Company. He has done one with Reckless Dream. That was a big beer, that was. Blooming heck. Was that the 8% that I had? Had some kick to it. That was my first beer on the Newark day out. Good day out, to be fair. I've had some good days out this year. I let the winter get hold of me, and the winter, cold wet days in the winter are not easy on mental health. And then also when you look in your bank balance and you think, yeah, well, everything can make you on a downer. And then you'll get times where, hey, everything gives you that buzz and gives you that back up. I mean, I've had a great weekend this last weekend over in Hucknall. Met some lovely people. And acquaintances who I think will be friends for life, you know, and that's lovely, you know. We all strive to be nice, decent people, don't we, in the world that we're in. Anyway, let's dive on to the beer. I do apologise. I do like a good rattle. So the only reason I came down the beer shed in the first place was to turn this. This was the gym. For those who watched the channel in the very early days, you would have known that this was a gym. And eventually I got rid of all the gym stuff. In lockdown, built the bar, and then extended that way. And once I get rid of the wedding stuff, which is a bone of contention. Anybody that wants anything, blue wedding, let me know. Come and buy it and get it out of my bloody hands. Anyway, let's crack on with the beer. Oh, Wrong hole. Oh. I put this beer into a Nottingham Craft Beer Festival glass, as you can well see. And my hopes and aspirations for Dungeon Brewing is that him and Cryche get the invite at some stage down to the Craft Beer Festival. I'm sure that the nano breweries could pull together to pull off a very interesting bar down there, stocked up with beers for the weekend. I just wish I was part of that, or invited into that area to get the nanos together to have their own bar, banging all their beer, whether it be on some on cask, keg, borrowing machines from pubs. I'm damn sure pubs and other breweries would lend them the machines to do it. I know this, but the support for Mark and Dungeon Brewing from the micro pubs are without any shadow of a doubt the best pubs for beer. You look around the county of Nottingham, Derbyshire, the best pubs are the micro pubs, because they're the ones with an ever-changing lineup of beers that are willing to support breweries. And if there's something this channel's done, it's certainly pushed that out. So here we go. Now I've given it a swirl round, and there you go. So it's settled a bit in the can, yeah. And again, I do apologise, it's not the right can. So it's a lovely, sessionable and easy drinking, lower ABV, 4.5% is lower ABV, sessionable beer. Like I say, lovely hoppy tropical nose on this. I've been searching for the damn label for weeks and I've no idea where it's been put. I've even tipped the house up. My only assumption is that somebody got a load of all the junk that's chucked through the door, picked that up as well and chucked it in the bin. And yeah. So yeah, I'm not going to shout. I'm not shouting. And it's good to have these different ranges of beers. So I'm going to directly speak now to the hideout at Hucknall. I'm going to tag you into this. This is the sort of beer he's making, very similar to Grumpy Fish Brew Company. Modern brewer brewing some nice beers, and would be great to see the Goodfellas beers in your pub. It's nice, it's not too punchy, and for me it's a very nice pale ale that will sit with a lot of people who want something that's easy drinking, easy going beer that delivers on aroma and delivers on flavour, but is a beer for the masses. And we must always remember this, that in any pub setting, and I've learned this anyway, that you've got to have something dark, stout or something dark. You've got to have a pale. You've got to have something to appease the lager drinkers. And then the more pumps you've got, you can put stuff on like sours. Maybe a big impy. And I see this time and time again, speaking to the micro pubs and bar, you know, landlords and owners, and it's great to see what their ethos is and the way that what they do, and you know, it's not about just you know, about earning the business and earning the pennies to stay alive and to, you know, to have a nice life, but it's what they give back to the community, and that amazes me, and the kindness of the beer world at times as well. I felt that kindness, don't get me wrong, but I also try and reciprocate back, you know, always try and be a good person. For the most part, at least. Yeah, can't anymore. Try not to fall on my face. That's the best thing. I've still got the. It's still solid. I don't think that's ever going to go down properly. You can't see it as much these days, but it's still solid. And every time I have a beer, it's like a beacon. It's like poof, 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 and it's like, oh, don't start. I start looking at beer, especially an impy stout, and it's like. Brr, brr, brr. It's obviously my brain saying, whoa, whoa. I need to tell my brain not to look on the floor of the shed because I've got 7% or 8% ginger cider, and 9% port and plum porter, and about a 6.5% barley wine, and then there's more to come. So yeah, we'll get a good swirl, like the swirly boys like to do, and there you go. It's a lovely looking port. It's tasting great. It's easy drinking beer from the great Dungeon Brewing. Already making a good name for themselves. Mark and Nat, two lovely people. And you know, from Raggy's Beer Reviews, I wish them the best. One day I'll actually get my reviews from last year from that Nottingham Craft Beer Festival. So like I've said, wow, waffled. Like I said, really nice, super sessionable, easy drinking beer with a bit of tropical going off. Lovely. Would I drink it again? Yes. Out of 5. This should be a core range beer. Easy going, 4.5%. It appeases, it ticks those boxes. There's a lot of box ticking these days, but I won't go down that road because I don't mean beer. I mean the world. But anyway, yeah, good 4.4 out of 5. Thank you for watching. See you soon. Cheers.